caught up in my wires there. Okay. I'm just watching the stream to make sure. There we go. Alright. Good, things seem to be moving again. Okay, so this dungeon is pretty much, as far as I know, universally reviled. It has a pretty nasty boss, and the gimmick of this dungeon is kind of a pain in the ass. Basically, the gimmick is that there are actually multiple entrances. And depending on how, you can't access the whole dungeon from each entrance. So, like, I got the map, and you can see the dungeon looks pretty tightly connected, but it actually is not. So one of the first tricks is finding that spot as an alternate way into the dungeon. Because you can't get up into this corner any other way. Though, to be fair, in the light world... Oh, I gotta change the position of the pits. Remember, these star things change the location of the pits. So, in the light world, there was a little pit there where we could drop down and get a heart piece. Well, I kind of skipped ahead a little bit because I can't get into the big treasure chest yet. But that's okay. So those little fuzzy blobs they'll stay stuck to the wall or whatever object they're on. And the reason you can't access that spot from anywhere except that pit is because of the way the pits configure themselves as you step on those stars. So you can't walk up through that little corridor because the pits get in your way. I actually have to come in by another entrance. I really need to keep my boomerang on. This dungeon also features some annoyingly powerful enemies, to wit those Gibdos, which is what they call mummies in the Legend of Zelda universe, for reasons I don't know. Fortunately, they are very vulnerable to fire, and also, fortunately, we have a spell that blows up the whole screen, which is always convenient. That thing is a wall master, even though it drops from the ceiling. It used to come out of the walls in previous games. If it grabs you, it will take you back to the entrance and reset the dungeon. And even if you kill it, it will just keep coming back. So. Now, you can't push this statue into position because it will block your way to the door. You have to pull it. In this room, you have to also move very quickly. And I'm about to get spiked, aren't I? And the reason you have to move very quickly is because the floor starts to... No, I'm actually thinking of a different room. I thought this was the room with the floor that collapses. Later on, not to ruin any surprises, there will be a room with a floor that collapses. And this dungeon is actually very nice about refilling your magic pretty periodically. Also, fun thing you can do is hack the vines on the walls. Eventually that will be actually useful. And I actually don't think that's where I wanted to go. Yeah, no, that's not where I wanted to go. You can kind of get the sense why most people think this dungeon is sort of a pain in the ass. Because until you memorize it, you spend a lot of wandering in and out, trying to figure out where to go and which entrance is going to bring you where and how the different areas are connected, and that was kind of useless because I don't have a key, do I? Alright, we'll come back to that one. I'm flailing around a little bit, I admit. The memory is not what it used to be. But now with the big key, you can actually pick. Ooh, handy. Apparently that little Helmasaur ate a fairy. I gotta move the pits again. Also, the other thing is that every time you leave and re-enter the dungeon, some of the stuff resets, like the position of the pits. So now I have the fire rod, which would be a neat artifact if not for the Bombos medallion. But basically, it shoots fire. Exactly what you would expect it to do. There's another dungeon entrance that I have to wander into, though. I think. Maybe not. No, maybe I'm confused. Huh. Yeah, Great. I've got a microphone cord hanging right down over where I'm holding the controller. And so I keep bumping into it with the controller. The fire rod is pretty good against those Gibdos, but it only hits one of them at a time, so that's why I tend to go toward the Bombos medallion. You know, part of the problem too is when those guys are in the air, you just swing right under them. Now this is also an obscure little tough to solve puzzle, but the final entrance to the dungeon is here underneath that weird skull thing. Which I don't think I can actually go further in the dungeon. I have a feeling I'm missing an entrance because I haven't picked up any keys yet. Also, there is a maze under this walkway that you can't see, and you have to figure out where the hidden walls are. Hey, have a good night, Mad Adventurers. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, there's also, that's one of the first little, those spinning star things. Those are annoying, too. I'll let it be a surprise. I'll eventually get hit by one. Maybe I can. I think I actually just skipped a substantial part of this dungeon, though. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. And I think I'm gonna find I don't have enough keys to get through this dungeon. But what the hell? Ow. Damn it. And like every video game ever, knockback is a bitch. Obviously, you have to figure out the right pattern to step on the little star tiles to get through that room. And in this room, you can see that there's a number of torches, which may immediately draw to mind the fire rod that you have, which easily lights torches from a distance. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't get hit by it again. Don't worry, there's plenty more where that one came from. You'll eventually get to see what they do. Yep, see, I don't know, maybe not. I think there's actually a key hidden in this room. I think I did. I think I cheated you guys out of a major portion of this dungeon because I also did not pick up the, Yeah, this is the boss. Because I never got the compass. Oh, no! Son of a bitch. Hate those stupid things. And see, it resets all the enemies too. Everything respawns in the whole dungeon. Alright. I feel like I've cheated you. Well, at this rate, I'm gonna just get myself killed, and then we'll have to... Alright, so in this room, you have to solve a... Oh, wait, we've done this one before. Actually, with the way I've been playing, I think the boss is going to be a mess anyway. Oh, at least that's still open. Alright. Oh, come on! I hit that... Damn it all! I backed off and tried to throw the skull at it. Alright. So in this room you have to light the torches. It's actually tough to find interesting things to say about a dungeon after the third time you're doing the same room. I should probably stop doing that. Alright, so I don't know if you caught it, but that little yellow, that little yellow glowy thing hit me right before I got carried away by the Wallmaster. And what it does is it basically turns you into Bunny Link again. Don't know... Oh, come on now. This is actually getting just a little bit tiresome. You know what would be really boring, though? Would be watching someone else do this. I feel bad for anyone who is sitting here watching someone just repeatedly get stuck in the same rooms. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble avoiding the wall masters. Also, I will say, I did skip a substantial part of this dungeon. It was not intentional. See, usually what happens is I come in from the upper right corner. Yeah, see, I got turned back into a bunny again. Don't know why that happens, it's just, that's a thing. It's temporary, it'll go away after a second, but... Alright, let's get down to the boss here. And honestly, I really should, I'm gonna take an extra precaution here and just save state. Just in case, because this boss is a major pain in the ass. So this is Mothula. He flies around above the level, but as he's flying around, the spikes are moving around, and also the floor is a conveyor belt floor that is constantly shifting direction. And he is only vulnerable to the fire rod. So it's kind of a bullet hell feel to it. And if you run out of magic or health, you are screwed. If you run out of magic, you can't shoot him with the fire rod. If you run out of health, you're obviously dead. And that's why I said it's important to bring extra blue medicine in here. He also takes a lot of hits. And the conveyor belt floor is a real pain in the ass, because it's bouncing you off those spikes. And of course all the spikes are moving around. And that wasn't a very good showing at that boss either, because he was really bouncing me around, but... the trick is if you come prepared, you're okay. The problem is most people don't know to come prepared, so that boss can be very frustrating. And we rescue another maiden. Hey, did you know if an evil person touches the Triforce, they will turn the world into a dark world? The amount of exposition to explain such a simple story is just staggering. Look at all of this text, and it all just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Ganondorf got into the Dark World, he tried to claim the Triforce for himself, he made an evil wish, the Sacred Realm turned into the Dark World, and the maiden sealed him away. Or the sages sealed him away. Anyway, you can see that there's a locked door up there. There's more room up there. There's a couple of locked doors. There's a couple of locked doors down under this side. That was supposed to be a boomerang, but I'm sorry I set you on fire. There's a locked door there. Locked door to the left there. And the reason is, there is another entrance to this dungeon. And I just realized why that happened. Because the other entrance to the dungeon, and I'm going to wander over there just so that I can thoroughly say that I showed this off. Because I actually this is funny, because I didn't realize this, but... So if we go in this entrance to the Dark Woods, here... Which I did the first time through. Because I took the route all the way around. Hit detection on those bees is terrible. No? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just crazy. No, because there's a whole bunch of keys I didn't grab. Or else I could get into those locked doors. Alright, I have no idea what the hell I'm missing. But there are whole unexplored corners of that dungeon, and I didn't get the compass. Which is also kind of weird. Those guys hit really hard. Alright, maybe we can just accept the fact that I do not remember at all what the hell I'm doing. There is another entrance to this dungeon, I'm just not seeing it. And the thing is, it's the entrance that I always tended to come in first. And I'll tell you honestly, I had no idea it was even possible to jump past half the dungeon like that. Because if I had, I would have done that a long time ago. Damn it! You took my shield! Hate those things. Maybe it's if I drop in this pit? There we go. Right, see, there's all these pits that you can drop into. It's actually driving me crazy that I can't remember how to do this dungeon right. That I accidentally stumbled into, like, sequence breaking the damn thing. Yeah, see, there's a key. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and play through the whole dungeon to get to the parts I missed. Okay, yeah, see, that leads around to that locked door. Oh, and then this pit drops into this room. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of hidden pits and other entrances to this dungeon. All of which make this dungeon... Ow. All of which make this dungeon a real pain in the ass to navigate. There's the compass. I also don't know why that treasure chest makes... I just walked right into that pit. I don't know why that treasure chest makes, these pits appear. This is feeling more familiar now, though. I mean, I guess I should check the map and see how many rooms I actually didn't wander into, huh? Not that many. I actually did wander into all the rooms. I just didn't actually unlock all the doors. Huh. Weird. I guess it doesn't matter. If you don't actually know where you're going, then the dungeon is a navigation challenge. And I'm actually gonna go ahead with 2 dungeons beaten and a whole lot of errands run. I'm gonna go ahead and quit here. And then I will resume next time with 2 more dungeons, probably. And we'll go from there. So next time we'll explore the Village of Outcasts and Blind the Thief's hideout. Yeah, that's his name, Blind the Thief. And then I think the Ice Tower after that, right? Yeah. Alright, so it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you all soon.